Hi, in this video we are going to discuss about component interaction. All the while we are working only on our simple dev component, we are using only one component which is nested inside our root component, which we also termed as a app component. So app component is termed as a parent component and our test component is a termed as a child component. So here I am writing out the same as parent component is termed as the app component, and also child component is termed as our dev component, which I'm using over here. So now, as you have seen in the previous video, we are using one component which is independent to other component. As you can see in the previous video, I'm using only dev component but haven't used any other component. Now we come up with a scenario in our project that we have to communicate between one component to another component. Say for example, we have to communicate between this component to dev component. So how we can communicate this with each other? So we can communicate with each other using the help of our input and output decorator. Say for example, I'm writing out the same as input decorator. So input decorators, we need to send data from parent to child over here, and also we have output decorator, so which are used to send information from child to parent component. While input decorator, the child only can accept the input data, but for output decorator the child will send or out the data to the parent component. So here we are simply passing the name of app component as parents and dev component I'm using as child. I already picked this, and we are going to pass name from our app component to our dev component, which is our from parent component to child component, and also we are going to pass some data from dev component to parent component. Say I'm putting it down here, I'm passing Hari from parent component to child component, and also passes hi, I am from CodeMe. I'm passing this data from child to parent component. So let's take an example for the same. If you come up to the dev component, and also you need dev component as well as dev component.html. So here simply I'm using one decorator or our selector. So I'm using that default selector in also our app component.ts file or in our HTML also. So let me erase this and put this thing as app dev over here, and also commenting out or erasing out this thing. Let me save this thing, and if you do go to the browser, you can see over here our application is running fine. Say I want one more thing in the dev component. I'm simply in the HTML of dev component, I'm simply putting, say in the h4 tag, I'm putting hi, I am from dev component, and I'm aligning this text to a center. So over here, let me save this thing out and move to the browser. As you can see, hi, I'm from dev component. So let's me move towards that our input decorator, which is from moving the data from parent to child. So let's move to our app component.ts file, and here I am defining my property as a name and putting this as a string, and also I'm assigning it to name Hari, and save this thing out and putting that parent data and passing this value to our child component. So here I'm putting as parent data and then passing the value whatever I have provided. So I have provided that name value. I'm copying this out and pasting it down over here and save this thing out and move to our child component, which is our dev component, and move to the TypeScript. So here I'm extracting that particularly name as say parent data whatever I pass over here, and let me save out this. But also I need to describe, hey, this is not the simple property, that is an input property coming from the app component.ts. So here I'm describing as the input over here, and if you want this thing, and you have to import from angular.core over here. So I'm importing this thing, so using input over here, save this thing out, and also we have to use this as a method, save this thing out, and say simply we have imported the data but we haven't used this particular data in our HTML. So let me go to the browser. See, nothing data is present in there, and if you go to the inspect, and let me show you how to move this data. So we have parent data variable defined inside it. Let me copy it out this, and with the help of interpolation I'm going to show this over here. So I'm using that s3 tag and I'm using the interpolation and putting this thing as parent data and saying hello over here, and then adding this thing. Let me save this thing out and move to the browser. You can see over here hello Hari is there. So if you want to like make some spaces, you can put over here. So hello Hari is there. So simply I have defined the data in our parent component, as you can see over here. But if I change the value to Hari, say I'm changing to as code, save this thing out and move to the browser, as you can see our data is flowing from our app component to our child component, which is our dev component. So we already discussed about how to move that data from our parent component to child component, as you can see over here. But hey, simply you don't want this data, but like parent data is not some kind of suitable value, so we can also use this thing as describing over here as parent data and use it as a name property, and with the help of interpolation, same thing, I'm using this thing as name. Save this thing out and save the ts file also, move to the browser, and you can see over here it's working fine. So simply here we have successfully completing that sending data from parent component to child component. So let's start with sending data from child component to parent component, which is say a bit tricky. This is because the difference between in parent component HTML that you can see over here, we have a child component selector, but if you move toward the child component HTML, we don't have a selector for our parent component. So how we can pass the data? We can pass the data to child component with the help of event. So let me show you how what that thing means. In the event we are going or create an object of emitter class and also going to import the same. So move to your dev component.ts, and here I'm simply importing this thing as say I'm importing that child event, that is the variable I'm assigning, and I'm creating the object of emitter class is new, and then assigning as a event emitter over here, and as you can see it will pass or import this thing when I use this thing. As you can see, if I use this thing over here and save this thing out, it also pass this thing as import event from events over here, and say I want to define Angular. Hey, this is not the simple event, this is the output event. We are going to send the data from our child component to the parent component. So I'm using that at a rate output over here, and say if I define output, it will going to import automatically, as you can see over here. If not imported in your IDE, you can just simply hard code this thing. See over here, if I click this, it will going to import this. Let me save this thing out, and also I'm using this as a function. Save this thing, and as I already show you that output decorator will going to send data from our child class to parent class, but it only work with events. So let me go to our HTML, and here I'm defining one button over here as button, and say putting as send data from, we have sending data from our child class to parent class. Let me move this thing over here, and you can see over here that button is created, and we are also using that bootstrap CSS. So I'm defining our class as btn and btn slash primary over here to include the CSS from the bootstrap framework, as you can see over here. But say I already make this changes, we have to initiate the event on the click of this function. Here I am using the event binding. On the click of this function, so it will going to create or emit the data. So here I am using as fire event, and this is the function we need to describe in our dev component also. So here I'm describing this thing and say I'm using this dot child event dot emit data. So here I'm putting that data over here as, say I'm putting as whatever the data you want to emit. So here I'm using as the code me, or you can simply put it as name text over here, and then assigning as to whatever you want to print. So I'm assigning this as a hey I am from code me, and as we are using the TypeScript, so we are defining the TypeScript to string over here, and we are also passing the data over here in the format of this dot. We have name text over here, and as let me save this thing. So here as you can see, while you are writing that event emitter class, we are not getting that event from event emitter class from the event. So I'm commenting out this. We have to get this event emitter from Angular core. So here I'm using as event emitter and save this thing out. So here we have sent this data, and let me put it on console so you can easily identify this and say data sent from child component. So child component to parent component. Let me save out the thing and move to the browser. As you can see over here, if we click on that send data, and it will going to send data, but particularly we have only sent the data, we haven't received the data on our parent class. So just move towards your parent HTML, which is app component.html, and here I'm using our child event, which is the result keyword, and I'm assigning to title over here within a double braces, and then assigning this title to as event, which is the result keyword in Angular. Let me save this thing out. And one more thing, we haven't bind the data over here. So here is showing as title as code, so I'm using that value. So over here as title, let me save out this thing, and I am putting firstly as null string for your demonstration purpose. Let me save out this thing and move to the browser. As you can see over here, we have sent data from child class to parent class. If we hit this button, it will going to hey I am from code me, and also we can do that thing. So here I am describing as code me over here. Save this thing out and move to the browser. You can see over here that code me will come. After we send data, we have to change something. So if we hit enter, that save, you can just put the I on the console. So data sent from child component to parent component, and here the text also changes. So let's take a preview how we have make those changes. So move towards node. So parent component is our app component. I just manage both the app component TS file and HTML on the behind side of that our dev component. So dev component is here our child component. We are using that input decorator to send data from parent to child, and our output component to send data from child to parent in the form of events. If you can see over here, firstly we have to define the data, which is the name, and also I'm commenting this down as say moving data from parent to child. Let me say about this how we can move that data. We can move data by putting on that property binding assignment. We are putting that parent data into a property which is name, which I assigned in the TS file, and this child event as well as parent data are the reserved keyword. You can't change this thing. And if we go to the dev component.ts, here we are simply importing this data using our input selector. So I have also imported this input from Angular/core, and then we are seeing this data hello Hari, and also as you can see hello Hari, but here we can't move this thing as while we are outputting data from our child component to parent component. So here we are using that our output decorator. So what our output decorator will do, say output decorator will pass the data from our child component to parent component in the form of event. So how event is passed on some changes. So here in the HTML we are creating that button, and on the click of button we are passing that function whatever. So here as you can see in the function I'm passing the value of name tags over here, or you can simply pass whatever you want to pass, and also logging the same thing. Data has been sent to child component to parent class, and we have sent the data, but we have to tell Angular, hey, data has been sent from dev component, which is our child component, and you are going to receive the same. So let's move towards our app component.ts. We are defining one variable where we want to store our data, and if we move towards our add component HTML, so here as you can see we have a special keyword which is child event, and we show hey, this is the event is going to come from the child class, and you are going to store that value in the property title, and here I am storing that value, and after storing that value I am assigning this to as showing in the UI with the help of interpolation. So that's thing work over here. If we go to the browser, you can see that demonstrate over here. Let me refresh this. It's also, as you can see, it's a hard-coded text, but after we send data from our child component to parent component, it will going to change. See over here. So that's how you can send data from child component to parent component, as well as from parent component to child component. So one thing you have to remember, after you are putting that event emitter class, it will automatically import that event emitter from events, but here one common mistake that people will do, we have to import from Angular / core that event emitter class. That's it's all about component interaction. So that's how that component will interact to each other or send data to each other. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in the next video.